All right, we are live. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. This is Gagan Sarkaria right here live on our YouTube channel for another session of Inspired Insights. Today is Friday, August 8th, our regular day and an amazing day to do our live streams where we talk about Chinese metaphysics and everything related to success and abundance. So today we are going to be talking about the monthly energy forecast using Feng Shui as a modality. And our keynote speaker today is William Chua from Singapore. Welcome, William. How are you this evening?
I'm great.
Good
morning to you.
Thank you so much. And it's nighttime for you, right?
Yes.
We have such a difference in time zones, but kudos to you. I appreciate you working in the evenings and late nights for us and our audiences, and bring your wealth of wisdom in Chinese metaphysics modalities. So with further ado, I'm going to kickstart the session. We are here doing our live stream for Inspired Insights, and we will be talking about Feng Shui. Today, our keynote speaker is William Chua from Singapore. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm right here in Texas. So with a 14 hour time difference, we try to do our sessions in between our busy schedules. And today, William is going to be talking about Feng Shui monthly energy forecast for August 2025. And this is going to be a jam-packed session of wealth and knowledge. So please get ready to take some notes. A little bit about William. William Chua is certified Chinese metaphysics practitioner from Singapore. He is a part of my Gagan Sarkaria International Consulting Group, has an amazing background because he guides individuals and businesses towards success with his deep knowledge of Chinese metaphysics modalities and a mentoring personality. Many of his mentees have risen to prominent positions in their careers, reflecting William's ability to inspire and cultivate talent across multiple industries. William himself has an agency, and since 2019, William has passionately pursued Chinese metaphysics, integrating disciplines like Qimendunjia, date selection, Bazi, Feng Shui, and Yijing into his practice. And he currently also uses Feng Shui and Bazi to develop talent in his own agency. And we are together a community of international consulting group where we assist determined entrepreneurs achieve remarkable success. Whether that success is in your area of career, job, business, a side gig, relationships, health, whatever you are willing to come forward with your goals, we are here to guide and help you. So here, I'm going to pass the mic to William and invite him to come on the stage and take us into his session of Feng Shui monthly energy forecast for the month of August. Welcome, William. The mic is yours. Take us in. What an amazing session today so that we can use the energies of the different sectors to create our success and target our goals. And if we have something big coming up, we know which sector to go and activate. Thank you so much, William, for taking us into this session today.
Thank you, Gagan. Thank you, Gagan, for the introduction again. Okay, we are back to the Friday night in Singapore. Now its current time is at 10:19 p.m. And we are talking about Feng Shui. Okay, I think last week or so we are talking about the Qimeng. Now we are talking about the Feng Shui. And Feng Shui and Qimeng, there's a little bit of different. Okay, just want to reiterate that for Qimeng, we also always talking about backing. Feng Shui is always about the sector, the place. So what's the difference between backing or direction and direction and sector is backing is your back certain direction. That's using Qimeng. But Feng Shui is about the sector, the place you use is the sector of the house. So in all, actually, your house can be divided into we call it 9 sectors, right? 9 sectors, right? So you can see from the chart here, there are 9 boxes. We call it 9 sectors. We come with southeast, south, southwest, west, northwest, north, northeast, and east, and last but not least is the center. So there are totally 9 sectors. But usually in the sector section, we seldom talk about it. Usually we talk about the rest of the 8 sectors, and we just actually leave the center portion aside. Okay, so this is about Feng Shui. Now, Feng Shui, whether Feng Shui or Qi, all the dates, the month, all is actually coincide to be the same. It's still starting from 7 August to 6 September. So it's the same, and it's still considered as a wood monkey month. So yes, you see the similarity between Feng Shui and Qi. And now, you see, in this chart, remember just now I was saying, we usually don't talk about the sector in the center. As you can see, the center is the 2 and 5. But by the 2 is represent the year. The year energy, they have a star 2 that come into the center. And in the month of August, there's a star 5 coming into the center. Okay, in Feng Shui, you go by star 1 to star 9. So there's a star 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Each star represent different meanings, again, different energy. So when the combination of these two stars together will form a certain energy. Okay, and from what you can see from here is the year or annual star together with the current month star. We still have the natal star. We call it a natal star. It means your house sector star, because your house also have a Feng Shui plan, also have a flowering star. So your house also has you got a facing star and the sitting star. So it's not to complicate the whole thing. I will put aside this facing star and sitting star to add into this so-called analysis, because it will become very complicated. So I just leave it as is, the year and the month star, which is coming into the month of August. So in the center is 2 and 5. Okay, 2 is usually we are talking about is about illness star. Okay, illness star. However, in this period 9, 2 is become prosperous, because when the period 9, the next period is period 1, and the following period is period 2. So the period 2, which is the year star number 2, which is probably coming in the next 40 years time, the energy was starting to become prosperous eventually. But currently it's still a lunar star, is getting prosperous. So for star 2 is still considered as good star. Okay, if it's not within this period 9, stars 2 usually we refer to as lunar star, which is negative star. And star 5, no matter what, usually are considered as a negative star, because star 5 is the 5 yellow. We call it the 5 yellow. And the star 5 is also with the mountain called Chastity mountain. And this mountain is very fiery mountain. So that's why star 5, and so in star 5 also referring to emperor. Okay, emperor, or something very high on top. Or so those country you see a mountain like all the sharp edges mountain. Okay, usually you will find in those very spiritual area. Okay, example like Tibet, you see a lot of this type of mountain. Okay, so now back to here. So in the center, the star 2 and 5, we will just for this session we'll ignore. Okay, we ignore. We'll go on to talk about the rest of the sectors. So now we'll go on with the first sector. The first sector, likewise like Qi, we'll start with the southwest, because it's the monkey month. Okay, southwest. Okay, so in the southwest, you have star 8 and star 2. Remember, I was saying that star 2 is the lunar star, but it's become more prosperous in the coming years. And the star 8 is the traditional wealth star. It's a traditional wealth star. So, of course, star 8 is the previous period. Now we are in the period 9 since 2024, right? So before that, prior that is period 8. So it's always actually is a retreating star. However, it's still a wealth star. So when we see star 8 is a wealth star together with an upcoming so-called wealth star, okay, it's a very good combination, in fact. And you also see a very good combination between 8 and 2 is because combo of 10. Combo of 10. So you can see 2 plus 8 is 10. So it's a combo of 10. So in Feng Shui, combo of 10 is also considered as a very good combination for opportunities, right? That's why you can see the definition for these two stars together is enhance romantic opportunities, good for forming new connection. But however, in the negative side, you will increase emotional conflicts. At the same time, it can achieve problems will be between the sisters or ladies of the family, or maybe even to the aspect that the risk of betraying and gossip. Why is that so? Because you see, as I say, star two usually is the negative star. That's why there's also some negative impact effects on this thing. And when when a sectors, usually they will have a positive as well as a negative. Okay, it won't be all positive. It could be more positive, less negative, or we have more negative, less positive. So they always has because the yin and yang always has a positive and negative, right? So how to know whether it's more to the positive or more to the negative? It depends a few things. Okay, first thing first, they have to depends on the surroundings, the environment. The environment affecting this sector in the southwest. That's to say that for the southwest, when you look out, okay, outside the external factors, the external feng shui, the external mountain or hill, or even water, or even buildings, or the way the structures, actually it will affect this sector, or in the sense whether you make it become positive or more positive or more negative, right? So it depends on external. This first thing. Second thing, it also affecting to the internal, okay, internal building, whether this sector is facing a corner, or it is facing a missing sector, or even this corner is having a maybe a dead water pool or something like that. So all this internal and external feng shui will actually affect the so-called the positive or negative in be it is a positive, so-called 2 plus 8 is positive. Sometimes we will actually project the negative part, right? And then last but not least, the effect is also the house. Remember I was telling you the house feng shui, we also have a flying star. When we're flying star in the house feng shui, also have a facing star and the sitting star. So if you go to add this to another layer to this, then it might form different numbers, different combination. Then that will cause this sector to be negative or even positive. So it depends. So there are many impacts. But currently, as I say, I'm only concentrating on the current sectors, assuming not assuming into this we call it the natal or house feng shui. Okay, we are talking about the as a general, what is the impact of these two stars. So I explain so much because later on I will not talk too much about this area, because every sector is fall under the same category, whether the external, internal, and the house feng shui star that should impact whether you become more positive or more negative. Okay, so as for this sector, as well as I mentioned, okay, these are the, we call it the positive and negative. But however, to what I see, is a good sector, because no matter what, 2 and 8 is still a positive star. Okay, and the combination is still positive. So southwest, in fact, actually is quite a good sector. So you happen to use this sector. This sector could be your bedroom, could be your working desk, it could be your toilet, could be your storeroom, could be your dining areas, or could be your kitchen, or even the balcony, or even main door. So it depends. So all this impact will all these stars will actually impact different area on different aspects. Okay, so in general, this is a good star, 8 plus 2. Okay, next, move on to the west. So west, we have 4 and 7. 4, star 4 usually associate with academy, or even actually associate with relationship, peach blossom, in fact. Okay, so star form is a peach blossom star. It's also a academic star. Okay, and then star 7 is about communication. It's about communication, or it could be about legal issue also, legal impact. So when these two combine, okay, and star 4 is wood and star 7 is metal, right? So when these two combine, there's some impact on the so-called the positive or negative. Example, like when with these two combine, you'll see promotes pursuit of authority and high social status. You also can heighten spiritual awareness. However, you'll go into the risk of gastrointestinal problems, or even may have illness may lead to financial challenges, or even may fall victim to deception from untrustworthy individuals. So these are the chances of the negative. In this sector of 4 and 7, I say 4 is a positive star, 7 I would say is a half, 50-50. It's not a totally positive star or negative star, it's a 50-50, right? But when these two combine, it will grow a bit more of the negative when the star 4 and 7, because there's no we call it the combo of 10. There's another thing we call it HER2. You don't have, so this sector is I would say not as good as the southwest. However, you have all this so-called potential impact to the person who using this sector. Okay, as I say again, depend on this sector is what area. It could be your desk, your bedroom. It depends. Or see what kind of impact. And then people who working in that area have just to be careful. But of course, if you want to pursue for authority, then this is a sector you can use. Or this is a sector you can use. Right? Okay, let's move on to the next sector. Northwest. Okay. Northwest, we have star 3 and star 6. Okay. So star 3 is the annual star or the year star. Star 6 is the month star. Okay. So star 3 is about argument star. It's argument star. Or it could be we call it the aggressiveness star. It could be, okay, aggressiveness star. So star 3 basically is not a not very positive star, but still okay, not as bad as we call it star 5, right? So star 3 is still quite okay. And star 6 is the middle, in the middle, okay? It's about authority. It's about authority, about levels, right? So when these two combine, okay, you say it's beneficial for the elder son, gain support from superior. However, you have a potential, okay, family dispute. And then even may have a health risk, especially to the elderly. You may headaches or even accidental injury, depends especially on the feet or leg from sharp object. Why is accidental injury? Okay, remember just now I was saying star 3 is about aggressiveness, right? So there's to say that sometimes this aggressiveness sometimes will become a little bit of I would say overstress to your body, okay, overstress to whatever you do, and then they become accident prone. And then star 6 is a metal. So when metal chop wood, whereby star 3 is wood, so there is and star 3 also can refer to the feet and leg. So that's why we see this accidental injury, especially on the feet or leg from sharp object. So this a potential thing may happen on this injury. Other than that, okay, if you're looking at this area, northwest, to gain support from superior, which is very good. Because remember, star 6, I was telling you, it's about leadership, it's about authority. So that's why if you want to use this sector to gain support, what you need to do is just be very careful on doing things, not go into too extreme or aggression. Then you should be fine. See, when I say positive or negative, when there's risk, health risk, all these things, doesn't mean that all these things definitely will happen. As long as you're aware and you take care of it, likelihood this thing may not happen. Example, like say potential for family dispute. As long as that means you're working in this, using this sector very often in the northwest. What you need to do is just be harmonious with your family. Then the potential of dispute will not be there. You see, so it's a thing that it's awareness that you know that this thing may happen. Then you control it. Okay, right. So this is about the northwest. Let's move on. So now we are going to the north. Okay. So remember, I was saying star 7 is about communication, right? And then star 1 is about nobleman. And star 1 is a water star. Okay, water star, water related things. So when we have these two combined with the communication and the nobleman, then you can see we have this positive impact or favors roles requiring persuasion and public speaking. Because star 7 is about communication, right? So when it means if you want to have a public speaking, you want to convince someone, okay, then you spend more time in the north, okay, to do this so-called the manifestation or even do the work that or do your Zoom call or even facing a back at this not okay, this is not backing. And in this sector, you just do this particular things so that you can actually acquire persuasion and a public speaking skill. It's positive for romantic relationship, okay, and also support from noblemen. Remember just now I was saying star 1 is about noblemen. That's why if you use this sector, you will attract noblemen. You will check. So this one sector, in fact, actually is quite a good sector. Though I would say star 7 is a little bit of negative star, okay, but it can be exerting into as a positive, as I say, it's about persuasion, about communication, right? Then you have this risk for illicit affairs in relationship, and you will feel helpless and disillusional, or even prone to alcohol addiction. Why is alcohol addiction? Okay, because star 1, it could be, I say when star 1 is also about enjoying happiness, everything, right? So likelihood probably, and star 7 is about communication. Communication is about mouth. So when you have star 1 which is enjoying, and then with the star 7 is your mouth, or which is, then you drink more. It tends to drink more. So that's why we have a prone to alcohol addiction. Okay. So as long as I say, as long as you're aware that if you're using these sectors to go for the dominant, to attract more dominant, or to do a public speaking, what you need to do is that control your drinking. Not say less drinking, just control your drinking, and then you will not go into the alcohol addiction. Okay, right. Let's move on. Now we are going to the northeast. Northeast. So I will keep saying star 5 is a negative star. So we have a star 5 year, annual star 5 in the northeast. I mean, if you have actually watched the video, I think in the beginning of the year, we were talking about star 5 in northeast, and we are actually telling you that try to avoid using northeast or making any major construction or whatever thing in northeast, right? Okay, because of star 5, because it's a 5 yellow. But now it comes with star 8, which just I was saying star 8 is a well star. So in fact, this sector, with this well star, which is not too bad, okay, not too bad, and star 5 is a little bit risky. So as long as you don't do all this renovation, construction, hacking, or moving heavy object in this sector, I think it should be fine. It should be fine, right? So this star 8 will actually help this sector to become positive in the sense that it become boost the career advancement and goal achievement. Also can enhance intuition, right? However, remember to say there's a negative connotation, or you will have a potential conflicts, arguments, and even third-party interference, right? Or risk of lawsuit or legal disputes, or prone to liver disease. So just be very careful with all this negative impact. As long as as long you go for routine exercise, or even full body medical checkup, I think it should be okay, especially for the liver disease. It's also related to maybe drinking. It could be. So the food you intake, so that the liver actually cannot handle. So just be very careful on this thing and do a proper health check, and then it should be fine, right? It should be fine. Okay. So in this northeast, I would say it's a 50-50 sector. Now we are coming to the sector of the east. Okay. And sector of the east, star 9. We say star 9 this is period 9. So star 9 is a very prosperous, I would say, wealth star. Okay. Though star 9 is not a wealth star, but because it's a period 9 right now, so star 9 become a very prosperous wealth star. Because it's a current period star. right? So star 9 is also about innovation, okay? It's about uh, um, activities that you do, uh, about maybe even example like inspiration, okay? So star 9 is very good star, okay? Then come with star 3. Remember star 3 is talking about aggression, it's a bit of aggression here and there. So when these two combine, especially the star 9 is so strong in the current period, you make this east sector to be actually more prosperous than I would say than the rest of the sectors. Okay, so it can boost career advancement and goal achievement. We can actually, oh, let me see. Wait, just in case. I think this is some error in this chart. Let me check again. This looks similar. Okay, I think there's some error over here. This is not this description. Okay, it's not this description. Later, if I got time, I can come back to this sector because I think this is the wrong combination. Okay, let's go on to the southeast first. Okay, southeast. So southeast, as I mentioned, star 1 is about nobleman. Star 4 is about academic, right? That's why you can see it promotes academic success and research outcome, or enhance personal values and skill development. However, there's a risk of affair and relationship issues due to negative influence. You see, actually, 1 and 4 is a very good combo because both are positive stars and both are quite positive in the period 9. You see, in period 9, the positive star are 9, 1, 2, 4. Okay, means star 9, star 1, star 2, and star 4. Remember, just now we mentioned to you, star 2 is about illness star. And then, but however, coming to period 9, is getting prosperous. So star 2 become prosperous. That means star 2 is the upcoming wealth star, right? Then star 1 is the next period. Because after period 9 will be period 1. That's why star 1 is also very near to period 9 and it's a super good wealth star, okay, for star 1. Why star 4 and star 1 and star 9 is a combination of 10. Remember, 9 plus 1 is equal to 10. So the combo of 10 is very good. So 1 and 10, 1 and 9 is equal to 10. So star 1 is also very prosperous star. And star 4, why star 4 is also prosperous besides its academic? Star 4 is about this, because star 4 and star 9 is, we call it HER2 combination. Okay, HER2. This HER2 combination in traditional means that there's a combination of these two energies that actually can form a very good so-called for positive impact, okay, to whatever sectors. Yeah. So that's why 9124, remember I'm saying 9124. So star 9, star 1, star 2, star 4. So when these 4 star are very prosperous and positive, that's why when this sector you see star 1 and star 4, this is a very prosperous sector. So if you are using this southeast very often, congratulations, this is a very good sector you can use, okay, in the current month, right? As I say, it should promote academic success. I also talk about personal values and skill development. However, just to note the slight risk of affairs and relationship issues. But to me, it's fine, you know. This I'm not saying that having affair is fine, okay? Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that this are affair or relationship, it can be fanned off, depending on how you're going to do it, right? Depend how
Correct.
you're going to do it. But the impact of this thing is not that strong, okay? Not that strong. So the main focus will be on the academic success, the personal value and skill. Okay,
So,
on this.
William,
Yes.
I have a question here. So based upon our goals, should we find the sector to go activate and do our activities, or should we look at which sector has what energies, and then figure out, oh, this is what we want, so we should go and activate this. So what is your suggestion there?
Okay, of course, if you have a choice, you can choose, you definitely would choose the positive sector to work on right now. However, there are people, Southeast sector is their toilet. How can you work on the toilet? For example, if you want to do a so-called a Zoom call, I mean, don't tell me you'll be doing the toilet. So it's not practical, right? So it depends. But of course, if this Southeast sector is your working desk, you have a working desk in the Southeast sector, then perfect. That is a sector you can use to actually build your success from there. You see?
Yeah.
So it all depends. Is it for about if you can choose, of course choose. If you cannot choose, then you just make use of the good so-called the energy or to do the things and be careful of the negative impact. That's
Right.
all. Because sometimes in real life it's very difficult. Yeah, your desk, some people's desk is happen to be, let's say in the northeast, there's a star five.
Mhm.
Then what can you do? You see, you unless you want to shift your desk, and the problem is you cannot shift in this year. Northeast, yes, I would say. Remember, I said northeast is not good for shifting heavy object, and desk is quite pretty heavy. You don't unless your desk is so movable desk, that's a different story. But usually a
Correct.
desk is quite big and heavy. How are you going to move the desk? You know.
Yeah.
So the moving of the desk in the northeast is not wise. Yeah, so you cannot move the desk. Then how? So unless you say, okay, then probably I don't want to use northeast sector to do my work. I go to another sector if you can to set up a temporary workstation in southeast. That is fine. So it's everything all depends whether you have a choice or not. You can. It's not cast in stone that you have to do this. You must do this. It depends on what the thing that you want. Yeah, there's no right or wrong actually in certain extent.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
Yeah. Right. So let's move on to the last sector, which is the south sector. Right. So the south sector. Okay, south sector we have a 6 and 9. Okay. Actually, 6 and 9 is a very good combination by right. Because star 6 is good. I say star 6 is about authority, it's about leadership. And star 9 is a prosperous star. So it's supposed to be very good in this. But you look at the description, it can resolve legal issue. Good. Suitable for addressing complication. Good. Beneficial for expanding network. Also good. However, you see, you have increased stress and migraines. Increased stress and migraines. Have an issue related to heart and blood pressure. And then have a miscommunication in the workplace. Why is that so? I thought these two are positive star. Why we have so become this negative thing about heart and blood pressure? Because star 9 is fire. When we talk of fire, fire is a part actually affecting our heart. Yeah. Whenever a heart problem usually is about fire. So fire is relating to blood pressure. That's why we do tend to have this blood pressure issue for star 9, even though it's a positive star in terms of work. But in terms of health, star 9 it may affecting the heart or blood pressure. Yeah. And these two combination, there's a name, we call it fire burning the heaven gate. Yeah, there's this name. So by listen to this name, it doesn't sound good already. Okay. Yeah. Why is that so? Because star 9 is fire. Right now, fire. Remember I telling fire. Star 6, because star 6, why is called is heaven gate? Because star 6 is a Qian Gua. It's in the Qian Gua, okay, in the Qian Gua. So Qian Gua, to people that is the heaven. Qian Gua is heaven. In I Ching, because I remember we hardly talk about I Ching. A little bit of I Ching. Star 6 is actually related to Qian Gua. Qian Gua is related to heaven. That's why the fire burning the heavenly gate. So you have this so-called the naming. It doesn't sound good. In fact, actually, by right is a good combination. Yeah, by right is a good combination. Right. So all in all, in south sector, though we have a so-called two prosperous star, that it can actually do so much good things that are beneficial for expanding network, suitable for addressing complication. Just be very careful about don't overwork. Don't overwork. Uh, uh, be careful of what you say, because there's a miscommunication. Know what you say is important so that you don't create this miscom with other people. You just need to be aware, right? So this is about the South sector. Okay, about the South sector. Then let's move on. I think we have finished. We have completed all the sectors. I'm sorry. I apologize for the particular sectors in the east, okay, or in the northeast. Is there some overlapping, so-called the description? It shouldn't be the one. Okay, it shouldn't be the one, right? But nevertheless, we will continue. Okay, we'll continue because I need time to go and find back the original description. Okay, so now let's move on to the last but not least slides. It's about sectors to avoid. See, after talking so much just now, I say, just now Gagan asked me, right? Gagan, you asked me. I mean, is whether should we choose sector or not, all this sort of thing. Yes, you. I mean, you as I say, you have a choice. You choose a sector. But beside the flying stars, there's another area we finally have to take a look. Okay, this area, this segment is not talking about whether to use or not to use. It's more of talking whether should you do renovation, construction, groundbreaking, hacking, moving heavy objects in the particular sectors. Okay, so it's a no-no in all these sectors which I'm going to mention. Right. First of all, the first one is the South. It's having the tree killing. So when we have a tree killing, in general, not to do any hacking. You see, you see, remember, South just relate to 6 and 9. It has a good combination in a sense, right? It's not doesn't mean that you cannot use it in style. Just that in the South sector, try not to do any moving heavy object renovation and so on, which I will come mentioning many times, right? So tree killing, don't play with tree killings. The next sectors that actually don't play with all this shifting, renovation, and also is, of course, is the center of the house. We have a 5 yellow. Okay, center of the house. And then the next one is the northeast. So northeast in the year, okay, we have the 5 yellow, remember? Now in the month, we call it month breaker. So in the month breaker in the northeast tree. So there's to say that in northeast tree, especially in the northeast, not to do any kind of this type of so-called heavy moving or renovation. Okay, so these are the few sectors that you just be careful. Grand Duke, okay, Grand Duke is fine. Not so, the impact of the Grand Duke is not as bad as month breaker. So the Grand Duke is still okay. It's I would say just now I say Southwest, there's a 2 and 8 combination, which is good combo. And then and there's a Grand Duke there. I would say this sector is pretty good to use as well. Okay, really good to use as well. All right.
Right.
So these are the sectors. Be very careful.
Yes. Thank you so much, William. This is an amazing summary and a session slide as to which sectors to avoid, but also how to activate which ones based upon your goals and the layout of your own house. Because just like you said, if you are working in it, unless you have a workstation that is on wheels that you can rotate everywhere, you can. But I'm happy to understand the energies of the month of August. And we did Chiman energy forecast for August. For those of you who love Chiman and would love to layer Chiman with Feng Shui, now you can, because you can then do both based upon your liking, based upon the resources you have, based upon what attracts you, what you are aligned with. But just like how, to summarize what William said, Chiman is backing and manifesting and doing your activities in that manner. This is the actual sector that holds the energy for the month or the year or the 20 period cycle, for example, period 9. So take advantage of these flying stars energies and cultivate those energies, the positive ones. And just like William said, every sector has the positive and the negative aspects. A lot of it is dependent upon your own perspective and what you want to enhance. So for example, if it is a so-so or an equal stable energies, do you want to activate the more positive one? And if you're aware of the negative ones, you will actually not activate them, right? So this is great information. Thank you so much, William, for your knowledge, for your sharing. And here is where I would love for everyone to scan the QR code and come hang out with us, because we have a Telegram channel called the Abundance Manifestation Channel, and you can be a part of our community. And if you liked today's session, and if you are enjoying our channel, I would love to invite you to our live streams on a regular basis. Like our YouTube channel, share the videos that we have there. Come watch this again so that you can enhance your understanding of the concepts. You can come and book a consultation with us if you have questions that we don't cover, or you have questions in advance. And I want to announce something here. Moving forward, we are working on this. We would love to start doing Zoom sessions where our community can come and sit, and we would love to have an interaction with you guys so that we can solve some problems, take some live questions, and help you understand how Chinese metaphysics can create success for you. Help you find solutions through Chinese metaphysics. And that is something I want to share, that William has a personalized Chim and Tong Shu and a group coaching session bundle that we are promoting. It is a subscription-based model, but an amazing model. Why? Because it is personalized to your destiny chart, to your success, so that you can take advantage of the energies using Chiman and date selection and personalized energies to start making confident, aligned decisions every month. If you are interested in it, please take this QR code, scan it, and you will be directed to the page that gives you more information. I want to address one thing. You know, a 90-minute session one-on-one with any of our consultants starts at $275 US. And if you want to personalize and have a one-on-one coaching session, that is what it'll cost you. But if you subscribe to the annual subscription bundle of the personalized Chim and Tong Shu, and you also get the one-on-one coaching, it's a $400 package that you can take advantage of. It is like you buy one product, you get the other one free kind of a deal, but it's an amazing session that will open your eyes and help you really personalize the calendar so that you can create your own success. So if you want to manifest more wealth, love, health, success, month after month after month, this is the product for you. So this is all I wanted to talk about today. I want to thank William one more time for his wisdom, for his time, for his energies, both in Chiman and in Feng Shui, so that you all, including me, we can actually take advantage of the energies that the universe guides us, provides us every month, so that we can achieve our goals, plan our success accordingly. So with that, I'm going to end today's session here. Thank you so much for watching us, and thank you for all those who are coming back for the replay and sharing this with your loved ones. Have a wonderful weekend. Until next time, this is Gagan Sarkaria signing off. Thank you, William. Have a great evening, and I'll see you next time.